2009 Volkswagen Jetta, and as you can see right here, electrical control compressor system scanner. There's the model number, if it'll focus, come on, right there. Now these are by Four Seasons. This was a generic model with no sticker on it. If it's sold by a couple manufacturers and they'll throw their name and the sticker on it, and the price will be like $40 more. Somehow I came across this one with no sticker on it, and I purchased it for $40 left, and there's no difference between this one and the ones that come from the companies that have a brand name on them. So compressor control valve, this is what a lot of customers get sold $300, $500, $1,200 compressors for, because all it is this thing what looks like a fuel injector, and basically that's what it is. Think of it, it's a fuel injector that gets a pulse width duty cycle signal to it. That's all it is. And shops are replacing compressors for basically a bad fuel injector. Can you imagine replacing engines for a bad fuel injector? Oh, sir, you got bad fuel injector. We're going to replace your engine. Same thing. There's no difference. You are ripping the customer off. If you have a system that all it is a little $19 to $60 compressor control valve, and a shop said, wait a minute, it's that easy? You mean we don't get to make money on a compressor replacement? How else are we supposed to make money if we can't rip off the customer and sell compressors for something as simple as a fuel injector? So on this one here, I actually didn't diagnose it. I diagnosed it, but I didn't test it. I just said, oh, this is a 2009 Jetta. It has a compressor control solenoid. I tested it that it did not work. And I said, I tell you what, you replace the compressor control solenoid, and if it doesn't work, I'll do the job for free. And because I didn't want to get down there and test it. I was being lazy that day. I couldn't get to this connector really easy. And so I took a risk and just said, I'll do it for free if it's not that injector. But this is one of the worst design items they've ever put on compressors. And they could make them so they're more reliable, but they don't. You know how much money manufacturers get to make by selling compressors instead of this little part? And this part fails all the time. So dealers don't sell that product. They sell you a new compressor every time. That's what the majority of dealers are doing. And all it is this. You can take those compressors that the dealers take off, replace this injector, and you have a good compressor. So on this one here, you see where it says 12 ohms of resistance? So I'm checking the resistance of the windings. When I first hooked this up, it was at 19.8 ohms of resistance. And then I came over here. Oh, and then I went to tap it, or then I went to drive it. So let's go into manual mode. And this is a pulse width duty cycle. Let's see if I can hear it in my ear. Yeah. Well, let's see. Where's the speaker on this thing? Let's see if you guys... So what I'm doing is I'm going to hang this on the phone so you can hear the vibration. Okay. Oh, it's not working now. Hold on. There it goes. Do you hear it? Can any of you guys hear that? What I'm doing is I'm laying it on the phone. I could hear it in my ears. I don't know if you were able to hear that. But when I tapped on it, it started working. And then when I took the ohm reading, let's go off manual ohm. Okay, so it was 19, and then when I tapped on it, it dropped down to 11 ohms. And then it started working and making noise. Before, when it was 19 ohms, when I first checked it, I put it over to manual mode, and I was driving it up, and I put it to my ear, and I listened. And it was silent, silent, silent. It was silent all the way up to when I got to about 73% duty cycle. And at 73% duty cycle, it started to hum, and it was working. And then I tapped it a few times, and then I took it back down, and I started all over again from zero. And then at 18% duty cycle, it started to hum. So the windings in here have a problem. And all it is a coil. It's just a fuel injector. Everybody in automotive is supposed to know how a fuel injector works, so I should not have to explain how this works. Other than it has valving in it that lets it go through one way and out the other way. That's it. That's it. It's not difficult. So when I vacuum this, and I charge it up, this compressor should work. And we will see what the outcome is. I totally guessed because it has one of these. Because everybody is selling compressors instead of selling one of these, because they can make a lot more money selling you a $300 to $2,000 compressor, depending on what car you have, than they can selling you a $20 to $60 control valve. All right, I'll see you in the next video on this car, and we'll see, did I just stick my foot in my mouth, or did I call it right by just guessing? See you.